When is it time to tell your real estate agent where to go? So guys and girls, a lot of people always ask in, I don't like my real estate agent. My real estate agent's giving me the shits. They're not getting me the highest rental return. They're not communicating with me. The property's sitting there for too long on the market. How easy is it to come over, to your firm? Do I have to wait until, the tenant's lease ends, etc.? So today I want to be covering off on a little bit about that. Here at B.Invested, I've got a management firm where I help people, build wealth and managing their cash flow and improving their cash flow via the rental properties. A lot of people don't realise that, probably the biggest part of our business is actually managing people's portfolios and, tweaking their positions to be able to get the highest rental returns and minimise those expenses. A lot of people think that, you have to wait until, the lease is up to be able to make the switch from one agent to another. But it's very simple. Basically, just reach out to my team. My team needs a couple of bits of paperwork to sign, and from signing that paperwork, they take care of the rest of it. It's normally a process of about 30 to 60 days of being able to get the property away from your existing real estate agent, just depending on what sort of terms they've put inside your contract. But making the switch is very easy. And some of the benefits of being able to make the switch is, obviously having better communication, having greater transparency with your properties, understanding what's happening on a regular basis, increasing the cash flow. I treat, the managements the properties that we have under management in our firm more like a hedge fund rather than just, the back end of a real estate office. We purely look after rental properties. That's all we do. We don't do sales or anything like that. And with the properties that we manage, we work on trying to increase the cash flow wherever we can. In a normal real estate office, let's just assume a management fee of 7%. On a $10 rent increase, the real estate office would be receiving an extra 70 cents per week. For the real estate agent that's managing, they'd get no benefit. It would just go straight to the office and the boss would be getting the extra revenue. But even then, he wouldn't care too much. Just one little thing that I look at is if I was to increase 1,000 of my owner's rents by $10 per week, that's 10 grand a week extra in revenue that I'm getting from my owners. In a year, that's $520,000 a year in extra revenue just by doing that one little task. 7% of that is about 35, 40 grand per year extra revenue to the business. So directly correlated to my goals to your goals to ensure that your portfolio is getting the highest rental return that it can, because we're both, our goals are aligned. So that's just some of the aspects of what I look at here with my management style. The other benefits as well is looking at doing like how the leases are structured. So sometimes we put some ratchet clauses in our leases where they start off at a certain rent but they go up incrementally after 6 months, after 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, they keep increasing. When the leases actually end, what we do with the leases is we end them at significant dates when we understand that the specific marketplace of your property is at its tightest throughout the year, so there's less stock on the market at that point in time, just for seasonal purposes. And that point, that's when the lease ends and we can increase the rent. So we've got highest possibility of keeping the tenant in the property and achieving the highest rental return. And thirdly, obviously minimising the expenses, because the more that you pay on expenses, the less money that's going into your pocket. It all comes down to managing the tenant's expectations and the property and the routines of making sure that everything's up to date with the property. So, as I said, making that switch isn't so difficult. All it involves is reaching out, sending us a message. We can review your position, send you some paperwork. All you need to do is sign it, send it back, and we'll take care of the rest. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or my team. Check out the link below with or email me on the email address below and be able to make the switch and transition easy for you. We'll catch up soon. I look forward to being able to manage your properties and helping you get closer to financial freedom from managing the properties correctly. We'll catch up soon. Have a great day.